guys, how are you? I just have something to tell you guys. Please forgive me if I come across a little bit unprofessional right now. Um, when I come on here, Stephanie comes on here looking all sorts of ways. Sometimes I come on here looking, don't matter, okay? Let's keep it real around here. So I was just laying down talking to God. This is why I tell you guys it's so important to build your relationship with God, because when you start talking to God, listen, just lay on your bed, lay on your back, just look up and just start talking. Just start talking. Don't feel like you look weird. Don't feel like, anything is awkward. Just talk. Sometimes you just have to lay on the bed and just be childlike and just talk to the Holy Spirit. And I'm telling you, he'll talk right back to you, okay? Oh my goodness. If you're receptive to hearing, he'll talk back to you. I'm telling you guys, do this every single day. Spend 30 minutes, 40 minutes every single day. Just lay on your bed and just look up and talk to God and just vent. Talk about whatever. Just vent. And be yourself. Don't change your voice. Don't change your voice and be like, God. No, be yourself and talk like the way I'm talking right now, okay? Like, just be yourself. Be that giddy person. Be that childlike person. Whatever your personality is behind closed doors that you feel like you have to lock away from the world, be that person in front of God. Okay, God will love that so much, and you're gonna see how responsive he is. Okay, but let me just tell you something. So I'm laying down, I'm talking to God. I'm like, God, could you imagine? I'm like, I even started laughing, and he chuckled with me a little bit, but then he gave me a reasoning behind it. Some of you guys, you have no reason to be depressed. You have no reason to feel insecure. You have no reason to feel like you don't have anything. You have no reason to be sad about the warfare that you're going through. Like, I understand it's annoying. I get it. Like, I'm going through it too. Like, y'all don't even know what I'm going through, but I still show up on here to help y'all. But trust me, to be able to see certain things in the spirit is not no joke, okay? Like, I just literally saw a couple of days ago, there's a whole person who's also doing witchcraft on me, and she's in my comment section here and there saying Selah. Do you know how messed up that is, to be here speaking like you're a child of God and you're doing this stuff? Trust me, I go through things just like you guys, and I can see people, I can see everything, but I have to like keep it professional. And it's kind of hard sometimes, because the old Stephanie would be snapping at people. The old Stephanie would be calling people out. The old Stephanie would have people go in their homes, closing the doors and crying. That's how ruthless my tongue used to be back in the day, okay? So I grew a lot, okay? I changed a lot. So I go through stuff like you guys. But I was talking to God just now, realizing like, God, many people who are going through what I'm going through and who come daily to watch my videos, and they're resonating with everything that I go through as well. We are so blessed. We are so blessed. And let me tell you what God told me. So I'm like, God, could you imagine? I'm like, there's people out there looking at a child of God and saying, God, I wish that I can have that child of God's business. I'm going to do witchcraft and sabotage their business. Can you imagine someone paying witch doctors so much money? It adds up, like paying like 500, 600, 700, 800, and then it adds up throughout the months, all because they want to destroy someone's business. And only to realize at the end, like 6 months later, 8 months later, they literally spent over 5K, 10K. That could have went towards their inventory. That could have went towards building their own business. I'm like, what? That could have went towards building their own business. Can you imagine the amount of money people spend on a child of God? Someone may look at you and be like, oh, I'm mad because, he or she's getting married and I want to get married. So I'm going to go sabotage their relationship. I'm going to go do love spells or rituals to mess up their marriage. Do you know all the money that this person spent to mess up your marriage or to mess up your relationship? All that money could have went towards doing things to help themselves, getting therapy, changing their meal plans, going to the gym, getting their business together, working on themselves to the point where now they can take themselves out to meet people, to meet their partner. Okay? Can you imagine the amount of time people put in trying to sabotage us, the amount of money people spend trying to block us, it's almost like all that time you're putting in trying to block a child of God, you could be putting all that time and energy into loving God yourself. But they would prefer to sabotage themselves. That's how important you are. That's how important, and it's sad because they see sabotaging you, hurting you, plotting, scheming against you so important that they would risk their own livelihood and soul just to block you. All that time and energy they're putting into you and all that money that they're spending to try to mess you up. All that energy and time could have been put in God. Had they put all that time they spent slandering you, talking about you, stalking your every move, policing your every move, had they put all that time into God, oh my gosh, they would be so far today. They would be so far today. Yo, they would be so far today. Do you know how blessed they could have been? They could have been in your shoes, or they could have had similar shoes like yours. Okay? They could have had a glass slipper like you. Or they could have had whatever the princes have. I don't know what the princes have. A crown like you. All that time. Do you know how much energy it takes to have to go to work and work hard for your money to begin with, and then to take your money and to give it to someone else to do witchcraft on someone, and then you're keeping yourself in a scarcity mindset? You're keeping yourself behind just because you want to see someone else fall. All that time and all that money could have been put towards bettering your life, bettering yourself, getting closer to God. Imagine if they did that, how far they would be. They wouldn't even have to hate on any of us because they'd be far themselves. They would be far themselves. You get what I'm saying? Like, we complain about being used and being taken advantage of and being stolen from. I complained about that the other day, how like I went through something like that, right? So that hurt my feelings. People stealing from me hurt my feelings, just like people stealing from you may hurt your feelings. Can you imagine going out of your way to give your hard-earned money to someone just to see someone else fall? That is crazy. That is just insane. That is wow. So when I was talking to God about it, I said one thing which was very inappropriate. I'm going to tell you guys what I told God. I'm like, God, they look at some of us and they hate us, maybe because of our appearance or whatever. I don't know what it is. But I was telling God, I'm like, okay, if they're mad because of the appearance of some of us, all the money they spend to try to mess with our appearance, to try to make us not look good, to try to block us by doing beauty spells or whatever, all that money, they could have bought a whole new face. That's what I told God. I'm like, they could have bought a whole new face. And I started laughing. I have to admit, I started laughing. But it's the truth. It's the truth though, right? But the point of me saying this is people put so much time and energy into you, trying to hurt you. They don't even understand how much of that time and energy would have blessed them had they put it towards God. They don't even understand that. And when you know what God told me, he said, it's because it's not about what you have or what you're going to have. God literally said, it's because they don't want it to be you. They don't want you to be the one to receive it. So I'm like, God, they're going to risk their own livelihood, their own blessings, just to make sure we don't receive what it is that you want to bring to us and give us. He said, that's how much they hate us. And this is why he says, never envy an evil person. Like they've already lost a lot. They've already lost everything. Once you have envy in your heart and once you're evil, you've lost it all. You've lost it all. This is why God says, don't be like them. Don't envy them, because we have way too much to lose for us to be like that. You see what I'm saying? But the point of me saying this is you are so special that people have to really go out of their way to do this stuff to you. But it just makes you realize like how important you truly are. Do you know that you're so important that people will literally go out of their way to do this stuff? That means you are so special. You are crazy special to God if people have to stoop to this type of level. You are extremely special. And that's what I'm saying, is because many of you guys don't even know how special you are. The fact that you're even going through warfare, it's a blessing. I know it sounds crazy that I'm saying that, and I want to like slap myself in the face for saying that. Like, are you nuts, Steph? But it's the truth. The Bible even says it. Blessed are those who are persecuted for my name's sake. You are blessed when you have to go through trials and tribulations, because you are special. When people hate you this much, it's like, you hate me so much that you would literally risk your own soul. You hate me so much that you would literally use your hard-earned money just to see me fall. You hate me so much that you would block your own blessings. You hate me so much that you would put time and energy into me instead of God. Like, that's how much you really hate me. You have to really think about that, guys. When a person really hates you that much to have to do that, you are special. You don't even understand how special you are. This is why I'm like, whoa, we're actually extremely blessed. Okay, I had to giggle, I had to chuckle about it. I'm like, God, we are actually really blessed. There's no reason for us to not be confident. There's no reason for us to be depressed. There's no reason for us to be sad. We should be walking outside with our head high, just happy. I know it's annoying to feel the stuff that we feel and to go through what we go through, but man, like, we should be like, rejoicing, because this just confirms how important and how special we really truly are to God, for people to have to do this stuff to us. I just had to give you guys this, this revelation. I'm going to read something to you. Like, oh my goodness. I'm going to read something to you. Okay? Wow. Listen, God doesn't have to bless you or throw something in your hands, or he doesn't have to bless you right now for you to understand how important you are to him, and for you to understand how blessed you truly are and how special you truly are. The trials and tribulations alone confirm how special you are. The hate confirms how special you are. The attacks confirm how special you are. You get what I'm saying? Like, it confirms so much. The fact that people have to look into your life to see what's ahead for you to try to block it confirms how special you truly are. Okay, like, y'all should be rejoicing. We should all be rejoicing right now, and just like, be happy. Be so happy. See, when they do the witchcraft and the warfare too, they want you to be depressed. They want you to be sad. They want you to be insecure. They want you to feel down. You know why? Because that's how they feel. That's how they feel. And that's how they feel when they look at you. And that's how they feel when they see how much God loves you. And that's how they feel when they see how blessed you are. And that's how they feel when they look at your life. They want you to feel what they're feeling, except they have to manipulate you for you to feel that way. They naturally, organically feel that way, because once you do evil, baby, you lost it all. You see what I'm saying? So, let me read something to you. Oh my goodness. God, you're funny. Okay, I love you. Consider it. Okay, this is James 1:2 verse 4. Do you see how God cheers us up? Like, do you not see how blessed we truly are? Do you not see how he cheers us up like this? Oh my goodness. Okay, so James 1:2-4, okay? Consider it pure joy, brothers and sisters, whenever you face trials of many kinds, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. Okay? Let the perseverance finish its work, so that you may be mature and complete and not lacking anything. Did you hear that? What does it say? So that you will be mature, okay, and complete, whole, feeling full, feeling blessed, feeling loved, not lacking anything. What did I just say earlier? I literally said to you guys, when people choose to do this evil stuff to you, it's because they have nothing to look forward to. They have nothing to live for, because they've literally given it all up by choosing to do this. I literally started laughing because, okay, even though a witch doctor is evil, just think of this. A witch doctor is so evil. They don't have anything to look forward to. They have to continue doing evil just to make money to supply what it is they can supply, to band-aid their miserable self, right? To band-aid their miserable self. Because they're not going to find no real healing from money. But they'll get a lot of money just to band-aid their issues, right? But then a person that's consistently paying them is literally losing out completely. Guys, I'm sorry. I had to keep pausing the video. I told you guys, please forgive me. I had to laugh. I'm just like the witch doctor is laughing their butt to the bank. As soulless as they are and as heartless as they are, they're laughing their way to the bank to receive a band-aid. But the people that are paying them, it's like they're worse off than the actual witch doctors because they have nothing to sit on. Their heart is empty. They don't even have a band-aid. Okay, and the witch doctors are manipulating them and making them think, oh yeah, it's gonna work, it's gonna work. It's not gonna work. Sorry, they're manipulating people and saying it's gonna work, and they're here stealing their money. And the people think, oh yes, I'm gonna keep paying you, and they're being played. The people that think that they're sabotaging us and hurting us, they're getting played left, right, and center, okay? They're getting played. Like, it's not funny, but sorry. I had to laugh. Okay. Let me get back to what I was saying. Because they've literally given it all up by choosing to do this. Right? So they want you to feel like them. Incomplete, not whole, not full. They want you to feel like them. Because their evil ways, their evil desires, their evil hearts organically make them feel this way. So now they have to manipulate. They have to do spell work to make you feel this way. They can't make you feel this way naturally. They gotta use spell work to make you feel this way. What does that say about you? They naturally, organically feel this way. So they have to use, every time they do spell work to you, it hits them back. You ain't gotta do nothing. All you gotta do is pray and rebuke it. It automatically hits them back. So they end up perfecting themselves. But you're so important and you're so loved that they think it's worth it. Do you get it? God is funny. I love you, God. You're funny. Let your perseverance finish its work so that you may mature, complete, and not lack anything. So even when you're going through all this, you're not lacking anything. You're not. Your heart is still good. Your heart is still pure. You still love God. You're building your relationship with God. You're not out there doing evil. You're not lacking anything. You're blessed. You're full. You're whole. So you guys should be joyful. Rejoice in the trials and tribulations. Okay? I just want to give you guys this message. I love you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.